just a short moment. No smash ruling will come effect on this first match. It's all about getting over.
Been bringing the gavel down on teams inside of these lobbies. We've seen his impact time and time again, but this whole squad goes explosive like the bow that Sook likes to play with so consistently. And right now they're thrown into a clash versus Aura. First tag's good. Able to knock the opening man here into the last day of action. Takes down Jiggle, backline for No Fear.
Order goes down pretty quickly as well, playing behind the stairways, but Aura's taking a sideswipe angle here. I think Team Secret starts to get slightly involved. Sky moves up, but he's in the grass, waiting like a blade of grass to stab and strike from the back.
He's getting these audio cues as well. All about timing for this one. Slowly makes his move forward. The jump up from Sky might have given the game away, but the periphery wasn't spotted. He instantly engages. Angle peek as well. Good tag from Sleepy. The bite back. It's a hefty hit. Looking for more.
33Z steps up though. Will find him on a beautiful DBS shot. And Weibo, they've been taking knocks here and there, but
that are on screen now. We get their POV. Nades over the top.
Nice.
So good. Right on top of Order, and look at the follow-up. The downtime on over towards the zone. Nonshin Red Force ready for the clash, but we're already thrown into one. There's Phalax unloading. The DBS rattles back over though, and 4 Thrives might come unstuck. You think you finished the job, and T24 has to do it himself from the...
Has made a quick rotate towards the center of the circle, going for a lot more of these recently. APG trying to move through the circle. This is slightly late. They cleared the western side, but they were bold on their push towards the east. Zhor's already down. Reefus has knocked out the vehicle. The play zone was doing a huge amount of damage. I think he just about made it through, but that's another great nade from Tizzy over towards Rosemary, leaving them down to just the one player. Where is that nade going? Got no more left now. Wasn't able to confirm over towards Rosemary. Alva's back up on his feet. Moana's dropping the smokes.
Tizzy's trying to get in close range. Wants to put the shot into good use. Tag from the side. Alva gets a visual on him. Nade up from the teammate. Good peek back in. It's Binny in the back that hits heavy with the DBS. You're going for the pickup. The car drives by. Moana runs into the barrel. Back up and get you a little bit clammy in the hands. Reefus has 4 nades of his own to reply with. Casts one in close. Binny rocks over. They can play off one another. That's the manpower advantage they have. And Reefus, he's on an island. The nade bouncing over the top as well. Reply with a molly to force him out of position. He's being burnt, cooked in position. They just need to get close to finish him.
Gets tagged by the happen. Making these games interesting, taking down both Yangon and APG, the Giant Slayer.
At the heels of Easy as well, so it's starting to go south for Power bit by bit. 4 Thrives taken to pieces as
more Molotovs thrown through, just delaying what Falcons can do here. The Blue's going to force them out into unfavorable engagement between them. There's a car coming in.
Team Secret having a bit of a scout on that one, see if they want to commit to it. Dizzy on the peek up, only able to grab one. The Boa Constrictor himself poises, hits back. Oh, straight into the nade. And goodbye Falcons as Team Secret
whispering death in the ears of these other teams. A nade over the top, it looks to go fairly long, bounces over the top, a huge amount of damage off the back of that one. No team is inside the circle. Nongshim Red Force taking this time to move out towards the south side and get some big angles. Another nade up towards the backside of Power there, should be going down now. Ragnar attempts to deny the points, but it's slightly late. It's Team Secret up against Nongshim, a 3v.
To work with, Zizzy realizes he's got to get up close and provide some cover for himself, but it's an instant connection. First man falls, leaving only 2. They can't play to get him back up. They've got to focus on the crosshairs instead.
That will be Nongshim Red Force taking the first chicken dinner.
They could backdoor into it. Fireflux straight in versus Power as well. Seems like Al-Haji is swiftly been handled. And you get the follow-up onto Fahidan. So already you're able to strip them down to just 2 players on Power. Easy. Sprints into the building. Oh, good with the first with the DBS, but Ketch replies straight back.
Easy was locked in there. You see the way he was moving? See if he who is inside the matches. Go for it at this stage of the game, especially if you're just trying to stay quiet and get over that 128-point mark. How is he not down? Is it replay? That's like Max's nade of the day right there.
Yeah, max a minimum on that one. We'll forget about that. Focus up on this. Nonshin Red Force versus Fireflux. Throwing out fists inside of the building. Close quarters engagements with that third party of DRX. Trying to get a look in as well and see if they can snatch points from this. So we do lose out on Scarface. Matcap goes down, so the Fireflux cleaned out on this one. Alter Ego with the read over on the side. It's Krypton that's quick to the hit. So with Hyunbin falling, DRX starting to lose some manpower as well.
Yeah, more shots coming through. Great rotate from APG, by the way. They saw this fight break out between DRX, Nocturne Red Force, and Fireflux. That was their direct competition on that north side. They used that moment to use the plane map as well as the circle that came through to identify an area on the map that might be a little bit more open. They can start to develop that intel.
The Arena Gladiators swinging and showing us they're handy with steel up against Team Secret, but the clap back.
The Arena are more of a case of battling against horror, stealing away these eliminations.
It's Murnat and SayCloud that have basically just had to prevent anyone sneaking in from the backline, whilst the raw focus from Romeo and co is just thrown down the hill onto E-Arena. They're finally getting what they were building into on this one and converting those knocks into full eliminations, take down the squad, mop them up. Just one single point away from beating the 128 barrier now.
So Yangon Galacticos just need to get themselves into 8. That's all they need. Krypton tries to take
on towards Horror with 2 players in the center there for the quick rotate, depending on where the favored fight goes. Meanwhile, Zol, the last man from Alpha, is spotted with a wrap over from 4 Fribes. Oh, Toshpik goes for
weakness, and they'll send in.
Narvalo unloads. The Hailstorm hits onto Falak T24. Trying to scrap back, but not much that can be done as Koa will restrict and remove the potential for any comeback for T24 and Co on that one. So goodbye 4 Fribes. Unfortunately, the Falcons might have finally come unstuck. Shots down on the 3 of the players. Only 1 man remains alive. Meanwhile, Jiggle looking for the head-to-head versus
to catch up to the Titans at the top of the lobby. Another nade sent through in the Molotov, as well as a nade towards the back, but Romeo will at least hit Jiggle. And gone. Romeo's down, and they're going to send in with SayCloud. No fear will be taken out. But they need another game after this one with a chicken dinner. Sky, though, from Horror, putting in the work, and Weibo still holding on that south side, Jackie. Good shot from Sky, dear me.
Really crisp stuff. Yangon have finally met their match in Horror with how they've been able to play. Wide open angles and quick shots from Sky. Murnat, though, frustrated, wants to grab even more points. Of course, it was Ragnar that was left as the solo so long ago. The last man representing the organization, trapped in position with he just guarding his only exit.
Yeah, just needs to worry about the blue, essentially.
And that'll dish him, but he's topped himself back up. The heal comes through in the nick of time. Meanwhile, the shots uphill are good for damage, but the knock is confirmed onto SayCloud.
Really important knock there coming through from he on a side swipe. Murnat tries to make his way across. A very important game, not only for Yangon Galacticos, but also Weibo. 91 points. And if they win this game, they'll shoot themselves up towards the century mark, over into the 100, set themselves up for...
They should burn them down to just 2 players. Still, so much utility left to work with. That's been a difference maker for this team.
Smart plays here from 33Cs. He takes down Murnat, slowly pushing up, and another goes down. And Weibo will find themselves the second chicken dinner of the day.
Reefus with 7 nades in the backpack, and they are so closely grouped. A big nade on target. Al-Haji will not be happy with that one as his legs get blown away. And they've still got more to follow up with.
It's a massive nade coming through from APG, but no follow-up just yet. They know how crowded this zone is. Players down towards the south side watching the roads. Romeo inside a compound on the north. Looks like they are going to regroup on top of it now, though, as Loxy starts to get a little bit closer over towards Power.
Danger close at the minute. Nades on top. Again, the follow-up explosions are good to try and restrict Power. But that one does more than just chip damage. The whole roster getting hit heavy by the mortar strike from Alpha. And even Loxy realizes he wants nothing to deal with this. Tries to get away whilst they crash in to clean up onto the down squad. Shots are clean.
Even Maxman would agree that some of the knee fall fairly quickly afterwards as Regnum Kaya continue to put on the pain. They're going to try and get themselves back up on their feet. A bit of triage coming through from Reefus. Both teams in Regnum Kaya and APG, it's a massive result for them. Moana even getting involved alongside with Alva from Alter Ego, who are still up and kicking, and a massive long-range shot over towards Loxy makes Regnum Kaya all the more uncomfortable, and another nade over the top. We'll do the
DRX pulling up. Oh, Maria arrives and instantly hits from the sidelines. Goodbye, Reefus.
Top now in an uncomfortable position. Murnak.
If they can handle DRX, they could push themselves up towards that match point. Enter the smash zone alongside Yangon. Doc, good with the moves. Hits the first, but look who's here. It's Murna peeking in over the ridge, looking to clean up on this one. As DRX go down, they are handled by Alpha, but the nades are still rolling on through.
An APG will hit match point on this game, prepping themselves for the next. If Yangon cannot finish this one out, nade over the top, it's a long one over towards top, and it hits pretty.
Murna is looking magical with these nades, making Alpha disappear before his eyes, and now he wants to split them in half like a bad magician. Pushes up with Big Papa Pump, unload, but it's a miss. Uncomfortable as they lose a player.
Be quite difficult. It's 13 eliminations, I believe, that they'd need on this game.
There is never a second where Yangon are not looking for the next opportunity to fight. Oh my, fire flux. Seems like the fire's going to be going out off the damage done from Yangon, but they at least reply for a single knock back onto them. It's SayCloud with very little.
Smile's got to move forward, man. Drops the smokes. The Blues pushing him in. Shots coming through, I imagine, from Alter Ego. Currently still in ruins. Keeping Yangon on just the one. Will finally take down Redox. Yeah, the big thing here is that Yangon just really hasn't changed up their play style, and Yangon will go out.
Late circle with them having good manpower, 4 of them still being alive. There's so much that could be done. You get the replay here of the takedown onto Romeo. It was a nice nade from Moana that blew him out of the runnings of ending it right here, right now. So the fight continues. And on our very screens, it's Horror that are being pushed in by Thunder Talks. Quick peeks, more damage done. Jiggle out of commission. Sleepy hit from the side of the arena. Sky looking to handle it all on his lonesome now.
Sky hitting some good shots, but it's E-Arena looking down this way. 18 bullets in the M4. Not a lot of ammunition to take this game further for E-Arena. A nade goes through. Sky's not done yet. But AJ finally, or will it be E-Arena standing tall over the top? A lot of damage going through. 33Z has to back this off. Sakura just trying to give that information back, but Team Secret gets ever closer to Weibo. Sook's able to run down T24. Sakura's directly in the sightlines. What is this?
Oh, Sakura! He saw the opportunity to crash with the bonnet and shut down Order, but the damage is coming back from Sook up close and personal. They go for the commit, but it doesn't work how they wanted it to. It's fragmented either squad, yes, but no one's walked away the winner yet.
Towards Thunder Talks, who have stormed the castle.
And the siege looks good so far, but the problem is Secret clash back. The Thunder is gone, and Weibo is here, trying to keep this intensity going whilst they know that Secret are weakened, and they are finding what they need.
Inside the church, the bars on the window, a prison cell for Team Secret as more bullets rain through. Tourniquet, the final player now here for E-Arena, but Weibo looking to finish strong.
Inches away from another chicken dinner, and Order looks to command respect, runs in with the DBS, fires out the shots, the paranoia kicking in, and E-Arena are going down as Weibo stands strong in the lobby and in the arena. This
E-Arena already running into some issues. Order Sky getting the up potentially to deal with them.
Could be problematic as time goes on. Team Secret have a position now against ground player Sakura on the windowsill, looking for the shots, pre-fires the angle and actually catches Zeros on the crossing. Beautifully found. Now Tourniquet has a turn up the staircase.
He's going to go ahead and camp up here, Frankie. Holding it down, nades cooking. Don't think it's going to have any impact. I'd like him to pull it back if I was him. Sakura, though, very limited health. Ooh. And finally taking down Team Secret. Taking this fight in stride, and an opportunity to get their down player is here, and they will be successful. Tourniquet will fall. E-Arena starts to run on fumes. Joker last alive. And I just don't know if he's going to have what it takes to take down the four-man units of Team Secret.
This is an important fight to have concluded early. With the circle as it sits, teams are going to start to move towards the northern shore. E-Arena not being there opens the door for teams a little bit longer. Yangon Galacticos, in the meantime, have got a player from Team Secret now playing to the ridge to the west of their north point. See if they can do a little bit more from there. Force Rise still fighting on out, but they've lost IQ. Noki is down and exposed from the rest of these rosters. Alter Ego as well on the north side. Gotta make this rotate.
Noki getting picked up. Well, is this nade going to connect? It gets close, and it will knock Noki once again. And that's going to leave one Fourth Thrives member to still try and fight for his life. Actually, none, as they're fully maybe one down, at least currently. I think Alter Egos might have a chance, but you're right. It's not going to be easy. And with Koa knocking down Rosemary, John, I'm starting to believe in what you're saying. This fight on the eastern side has been taking place for quite some time now, and it's still going to be probably another minute.
Draw it away. Fireflux will fall in their face, but Yangon Galacticos versus APG. This is the fight for the top side of the tables. Hang on a minute. On the ridgeline, Yangon Galacticos have position, but Alpha Gaming rock on up. They swing from the east side, and they're pushing in. First player to go down is Burner.
Lost Ragnar from Power. Ida fighting off against him from a distance. You also got DRX joining in as well. Fights galore taking place, and well, for every player that gets taken down, for every team that's eliminated, that puts other rosters closer to Smash Point or closer to a victory.
Power eating lead right now as Ida taking them. Galacticos have to leave their hard cover. Alhaji giving a good attempt at holding against DRX, but you've got to imagine his number is up. Will go down.
Going to get tense. Smile back on his feet. Nade cooking. It's thrown. Hyunbin manages to dodge. Another one thrown on Soez, but he dodges it as well. DRX continues to progress. Smile. He is dropped off for the second time in just a short amount of time.
APG grinning ear to ear right now. The main threat from the south side taken down, but DRX may just sidle in to take their place, usurp that position on the south edge and play as 4 rather than the 3 that Yangon Galacticos were playing around with before. Hyunbin nade over the top play cloud, sidesteps another, a Smile finally bleeds out. He's staying alive on a sliver of HP, and Scissors cut along from the sidelines. Romeo steps into the fight. The nade finally takes him down, but Romeo now pressured out by the blue zone.
Romeo, like you said, he's got to move, he's got to go, and he's pretty much the last hope and chance for the opportunity of Yangon Galacticos to close this out in Smash Point. But Reefus from APG guns him down, and APG now Ragnocaria up ahead, because now they don't have to worry as much about Thunder Talk. Doc, watch your back! Silas is taking you down!
It felt like he was slow on the trigger there for Silas. He spotted a player from Team Secret as well. What are you doing stood up there, my man?
The time for Ragnocaria to up the pressure, to up the ante onto APG. This is a beautiful opportunity to take them out and continue this tournament. When DRX starts to push up, you have a real opportunity. A nice shot. Hyunbin will drop one. That's going to be Reefus fully finished off, but Doc fights back. Doc gets a knock onto one.
He needs to give something back to his team here. He's been picked up plenty. Now he needs to pick up the slack where his backline is starting to fall. They're playing as 3, and DRX have 3 players bearing down upon them, and he's down again. It's now all up to 2 players for APG to maybe take this one home. They'll get points, but I don't think they're getting the chicken dinner here with top falling. It's only
last alive. They've been fighting off against Ragnocaria, who now start to push up, and the question is now for Team Secret, can they take DRX out? enough? The answer is undeniably yes, as only one more player remains, and now none. We're down to our top 3.
Team Secret losing their forward position with Regnum Kaya trying to hold this high ground. They have a lot.
But you're gonna have to face up. Sitting, overexposed a little bit. Cirrus takes the shot. Sitting back behind the tree, goes for the transition. He's down.
Gets sat behind the tree there, the spray down, and that should be a flush nice and quickly. Team Secret under pressure, and Silas able to rain down the hill, and maybe they can start to rack up the...
Just needs to hit one bullet. Well, now a little couple more, but either way, you got to favor Regnum Karia. Loxy starts to push up. Frankie is going to drop Xeris as well. Now it's just up to one member from Thunder Talk. It's seeing from a distance. Only a tree to hide behind, and it's not enough. Regnum Karia control the pacing of the game. Get worried.
This is looking dangerous. Scarface from Fireflux as well. Now with a chance to take Zyol out here. Close range with the auto shotty. The SK-12, no match for Zyol with the pump action. Takes Scarface down at a distance. Matcap can't do anything about it. But Top falls in the meantime, and he's going to go down to Wild from Regnum Kaya.
It's 2 down. See, you got to stay up here. Regnum Karia once again looking to silence the team of APG in back-to-back games. They're so close to doing it, and Toshbik is pushing up. Doc by himself, forced to hold his ground, retreats to the hard cover. That's all he can do.
That sentence seems to ring in my ears. Doc by himself. And he is now facing against Toshbik on this ridge line.
Again, the story on Matcap up ahead for Fireflux.
Oh, it's starting to get dicey for Alpha Gaming. And they are down to 2. They're going to push up towards Matcap. A Solo on Fireflux, whose ridgeline is getting suppressed by power across the way. And Zyol's down as well. Solo for Alpha Gaming. Now, I'm going to reframe this one over towards Yangon Galacticos, because 2 points is all they need. And into power they go. 2 players close by and out into the ground floor fight. Alhaji first to face, easy on the top floor. They're going to try and play up and down the stairs, establish a crossfire, and it's good for 1. Easy is able to close the jaws on the first pickup, but Weibo still have 3 more players going.
And you also have Yangon Galacticos crashing in on Auction Red Force. 2 critical fights taking place between 2 critical teams. SayCloud is going to manage to take down Duck. You also have Easy falling. Weibo manages to get 1 elimination plus the finish, but
Fourth to third party this.
that's right. Yangon Galacticos need to stay up. They unfortunately lost a player. Noxium Red Force, man. And this only helps Noxium Red Force as they start to push up. Murnath will also fall, and now it's up to a solo unless they can get back up to a duo, which they manage to finally do.
SayCloud back to his feet, looking to try and heal. Nades in hand now, 5 for Romeo. A lot of ordnance to put down here, and they need to expend it now. Doesn't connect a lot there. Romeo dashes forwards, the DBS in hand. Binny chases him down and catches his heel as it tries to go through. A 1-for-1 trade, but SayCloud has 2 more to deal with, and it will not be a smash here in match number 5. You can see the Weibo fans are happy about that one.
That's right, Weibo
As well,
That's
towards the top side, but that's not really very likely at all, especially with Nongshim going down here. I think
to take him down half health, but still, Wild has the angle. You can't jump, you can't really move. You just pray and hope the utility works, and it will on Loxy.
that is nasty business from Aaron, and another one over the top. The fire's not going to bother him, and that's a flush. Regnum Kaya getting dismantled. The solo in the shack. Aaron, the young firecracker on the roster. His rookie season last year, he had an impact.
He can do this.
He wants to have a little bit more here against Regnum Kaya. Tries to thread sidestep, but is eventually taken down. Meanwhile, Weibo with a chance.
There it is. Weibo has a chance, but 4 Thrives are looking to take it away. They're fighting hard. They are fighting tooth and nail. IQ gets a finish onto 1. Weibo's numbers will start to dwindle away. Now 2 players, but Zook says, I'm not done just yet. He'll get a clean up on 1. Naki will also drop order, but Falcons still very close, potentially breaking up in the top 5. That is a narrative. Alva, great shots. Hold up a second. Alter Egos becoming a narrative once again. Alva has been the clutch master oftentimes, and well, now he has a chance to do just that. I mean, he is working these angles masterfully, and for order up ahead, question is, can he take down Alva? I don't know. It's going to be, of course, solo versus solo. Winner stays alive, a chance to get more placement points, and Alpha is moving, but not for long. Orta gets to negotiate his position. Wild will maintain his ground. Falcons start to move up. This is their game to take. Toshpick will fall. Wild behind the vehicle. If a good nade is thrown, it might just drop him, or at least get rid of the vehicle. Wild's gone. Now, you've got the solo from Weibo. It's Order. He's looking down on Falcons. He's going to manage to drop route. Like I said, Order might be able to do it, but it's not going to happen. The crowd favorite team, Falcons, finally with 3 players up, but you just gave an elimination to the team you're fighting against. For Horda, they start to push in for Team Secret, trying to hold on tight. They cannot, and they will.
Solid to hold this 2-2 split into the next zone. Let's take a look at this replay. Doc hops out, and I mean,
yeah, hit and run. Hit and run.
It's also moving in on the north side towards potentially Weibo Gaming's compound. Another fight that could dictate the pace of this tournament. On the north edge, they could wipe each other out. Oh, Moxie does go down. Regnum Kaya taken down.
Weibo, the question is, will they choose to challenge? They've been highly aggressive during the finals. Scarface, though, all eyes on him as he continues on relatively soon. They've got to play this carefully.
Ooh, 4 thrives on the inside.
We have to watch. Another zone shift is about to occur in just about 50 or so seconds. DRX getting taken down. 4 thrives. Another roster that is looking to elevate themselves up to top 4. The chances here, they're hitting the shots needed, but they do have a down player. 4 thrives is putting up a wonderful fight, but DRX is fighting back as well. IQ and Co need to buck up and obviously play this well. With only a solo left, 4 thrives job becomes even harder. IQ has such a tall task, and he's down, and 4 thrives will fight once again. Narvalo fully down and out now. Falcons down to 3. Such a pivotal fight between Falcons and Noxum Red Force, and potentially the final fight for both rosters.
Yango Galacticos maybe trying to third party this as well as the Falcons go down to 3, but Noxum Red Force seem to be bleeding as well. E-Arena across the way could try and have an impact here with 2 players looking to heal on up. It's up to Doc to hold the corner, but Koa wins the day. Another frag around the edge, and it's going to be Noxum Red Force continuing their bleed out. Koa drops down and away from danger. Yango Galacticos wasting time here, not going to be allowed to approach as TZ, the last
got the high
on
ground.
the high ground to find Ralph, will get one. Redox now with a chance to hold it down for the Falcons as Koa's fallen as well. Last player for the Falcons alive, and they cannot make it. Top 8, but Zjol is still playing, by the way, as solo, and he's in the circle.
St. Cloud's down, he can't get picked back up. Burnett has to move forward. Order is starting to go in onto Yango Galacticos. They're collapsing in. Weibo wants to silence the Yango Galacticos roster right here and now, but can they get their teammate back into the fight? They need to be as healthy as possible to try and catch up in the points category. Order taking a lot of damage, sleeping from a distance, might be able to mow it down.
He goes forwards, but he meets a wall of bullets sent out his way, and Weibo are throwing.
The only thing that stands before him is Souk, the solo from Weibo Gaming, the championship in their fingertips. Can Souk clutch it up? If he does so, he would be stealing the championship away. Hora continues to push up. Hora wants Souk dead to rights, but the nades can't connect, and Souk stays alive.
It's only a matter of time. He's taking coin flip after coin flip, and the Molotov is burning at his feet. It's not connecting, though. The spread's not there, but they've got nades pouring on in. No, they're not connecting. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Souk is weathering the storm that is battering down this shack.
Right, Souk trying his best to stay alive, but all it takes is one good connection. Another nade goes in. Is this going to be good? Is it going to be good? Yes, it is. And Weibo will fall. Abe will take PMWC 2025 in sensational fashion.
The madman from Myanmar able to take the top spot here in Riyadh. PMWC sent over to
Maybe they can pass Ragnar Karya and break in to top. Expected them coming into this tournament, but I don't think we put them as the favorite to take over the win, to actually be in first place, yet they took it by storm. They saw the opportunity, and they did not waste it. Darkin starts to move up. Blue most likely takes him out. If not, he's going to be very low health. Orta, Rita fighting it out. Jiggle from a distance. Another one will fall. There's Darkin finally out of the way, and Orta looks to be going towards a victory very, very soon. Rita tries to clutch up, can't do it. Horta will take our final game of the tournament. But of course, the narrative has to go to Yangon Galacticos, the winners of PMWC 2025. Well done, boys.
Riyadh bows their heads in awe of Yangon Galacticos, for Smile, for Mernat, for Romeo, for Say Cloud. This is their
Hold on, I'm gonna give you a count. In 3, in 2, 1, send them down! All those keys destroyed in the Crusher. Your enemies have been defeated. 15 teams' keys have been sent down into the depths. And now that your key is the only one that is left intact, I would like you to take your PMWC trophy key and place that into the center of the trophy.